Buck was a dog who lived a calm, peaceful and cheerful life in a big house. He lived in the sunny California and the house carried the name of Judge Miller. Buck was guarding the house and his people and he enjoyed it. He was strong and big with long hair. One day a money-thirsty servant took Buck and sold him to an unknown man. That John Doe decided to take him as far away from his home as possible. He was sold again and his new owner was a government man named Francois. He carried mail to the distant places like Alaska. Buck saw snow for the first time in his life, but he also encountered hard life conditions. He spent his days pulling the sleigh with the other dogs and delivering mail. Buck was recognized for his bravery, so he was the leader of the dogs. Then he learned the first lesson that was important for him to survive. It was to never fall down, because if he did that he would be torn apart by the other dogs. After some time he got some new owners. They were Charles, Hal and Mercedes that also owned sleigh, but they had no experience with that job. They also refused to take any advice from other people and did not take care of their dogs. They tortured them, and that was the reason why they had less and less dogs by day. Hal was especially brutal to their dogs. One day the sleigh stopped in front of John's cabin. Buck was tired and he felt horrible. After a few punches by his owners he decided he won't get up. John couldn't stand to watch Hal beating Buck up, so he decided to confront him. Hal pulled out a knife and headed towards John. In the end John managed to take the knife away. The sleigh moved forward but without Buck. John warned him that the ice was thin at this time of year, but Hal refused to listen to him, and as a result they all drowned in the river when the ice broke. Buck stayed with John. It was the beginning of a big friendship. John took care of the dog, washed him and kept him safe, to what the dog responded with loyalty and love. Once Buck even saved John from a river, and on another occasion John earned $1,600 thanks to Buck. John decided to put the money into a good use. He bought some equipment that was necessary for digging up gold. They went to the wilderness in search of gold. They found it, and while they were working the dogs were resting. Buck then felt the call of the wild. He felt something that pulled him deeper and deeper into the forest. He felt an urge that distanced him more and more from his owner John, who he loved more than anything. He met a wolf in the forest and then he felt the urge to hunt, so he hunted a moose. While Buck was in the forest, John was attacked by the Indians and he was killed. When he came back, Buck attacked the Indians and they ran away. After John's death, Buck was left alone and he was very sad. A pack of wolves came to the lake. After a struggle, Buck joined them, came back to his roots and the nature he came out of. He was completely free. The legend of a dog that looked like a wolf, who came to the cabin to grieve, was told years after.